Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is part 2 of my testimony being diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer that has spread to my liver. So, in this part 2, what I'd like to talk to you about is starting off where we left off at the emergency room. We came home. Sean and I decided to take Gracie aside, our daughter, and just share with her, the fact that I had this diagnosis, what that could look like, going forward, and asked her if she had any questions. And realistically, she's never been around anybody who has been sick or has had cancer, so she doesn't really know what to expect. So we just left it very positive because we already know going into this that we are celebrating a victory, that this cancer will be gone soon. And that's just what we shared with her. So later that night, our pastor, the same one that came to the hospital to pray with us, he gathered the elders of the church and their wives, and they came and they anointed me with oil. They prayed over me. They prayed over my family. And let me tell you, what an incredible start to such a horrific disease or diagnosis. I can tell you that the laying of hands and just, being read to out of the Bible and prayed over, it was such an amazing feeling, not only for myself, but for my husband, and knowing that we were going to be surrounded by a community who was going to put Jesus first and was going to pray for us and our healing. So couldn't have started out better, I don't think. But I did end up, after I ended up getting MRIs, my results went before the tumor board. The tumor board had discussed everything from liver transplant, chemo, surgery, etc. We elected to take transplant off of the table and decided to start with chemo. Now, the chemo has been intense. I don't know all of the names of the chemo I've been taking. I really have just not focused on all of the details. Like, when I got my liver biopsy, and I'll discuss that, I had not one, but I had two. I had to have 2 liver biopsies. There's like makes and models of different cancers and how it originates, and there's just so many details that I don't want to live in those details. So I've just, I've trusted my oncologist. I know other people who have used the same one, the same gentleman, and they have a clean bill of health. So I'm putting all of my trust in him to lead me, and know that the Lord will guide him in the best decisions possible for a positive outlook in the treatment. So anyway, I got the MRIs, went before the tumor board, and then we decided chemo. Now I did get my liver biopsy. They sent the test results off. Those test results had to be sent somewhere else, etc. Well, they did not have enough tissue by the time it came down to another test that they needed. So when I went to have my port put in for the chemo, I ended up needing a second biopsy. But I will tell you that the people at the hospital on both occasions have been unbelievable. They have made me feel so comfortable and so well taken care of. I mean, the first biopsy that I went in, I mean, who goes in laughing and comes out laughing? I mean, they made it such an amazing time for having some, a serious procedure done. At least I thought it was serious. But anyway, same with the second time. It wasn't as fun, but it was definitely just as comfortable, if that makes sense. So we got the results from the second biopsy, and the day after the second biopsy, I was in the cancer center and starting chemo. They had put me on 4 different types of chemo. One of which I believe the name is irinotecan. I'm sure that's wrong, but its nickname is I run to the can. And if that gives you any sense of what it does, let's just say the very first week of chemo, it put me in the emergency room not once, not twice, but 3 times. So, needless to say, the next round of chemo that came through, we eliminated that down to 3 chemos. And that's what I've been on for 5 of the 7 rounds now. The second biopsy results showed that I qualify for what's called immunotherapy. So I did the immunotherapy, and the side effects that I got from that were awful. I got this acne rash. It was all over my face, my chest, and my entire head. I also had a reaction to the medication that they gave me to help take care of it. The antibiotic was fine, but they gave me this face cream, I guess, and then also told me to buy, I think it was Eucerin or something. And when I mixed that cream and then the lotion, it created like a burn, a chemical burn on my face. And it was excruciatingly painful for a few days. My entire face ended up peeling and then it started slowly healing. I still get a little bit of acne, but I looked like a 16-year-old boy that worked in a pizza factory, if that tells you anything. um, but that went away. I will tell you that I firmly believe that about a month after I started the immunotherapy, I ended up having some major pain in both of my legs. And I thought maybe it was just muscle pain because I wasn't moving around a lot. But I was running out of breath just walking from one room to another. I could barely breathe. So we ended up going to the emergency room and having a CT scan done on my chest, and found out that I ended up having some pretty serious blood clots in both sides of my lungs. So I'm dealing with that now. I am on blood thinners and will be for the very foreseeable future. The nice part about it is that I was able to not end up having surgery because the blood clots are big enough that they thought that I may need it. So I'm very blessed. Again, another blessing from the good Lord, that the blood clots are not needing surgery, and I'm healing every day where I can move around a little more without struggling to breathe. I will tell you that the right side of my heart is working overtime to deal with it. So that's been a little bit of a challenge. My watch goes off all the time telling me heart rate, heart rate. So, um, but anyway, through all of these challenges and everything that I've been through, God has surrounded me with the most amazing people. Again, the people in my community, the church, my family, everybody that I know who's praying for my recovery. And not only that, but all of the medical staff that I've had, the people who take care of me at the cancer center, my oncologist, even running into him out in public and he's cheering me on. It has been such an incredible journey. And I have so much more of a testimony to share, but this video is going to go on forever if I don't cut it here. So there is going to be a part 3 and maybe even a part 4 of my testimony. And I hope that you will come back and join me. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you like hearing this. I am going to have more to my channel. It's not just my testimony, but there is going to be so much more that I would love to share with you. Just simple things, again, from Bible journaling and creating your own prayer Bibles to I'm going to be ordering seeds and planting seeds to start in my garden shortly. And I'll give you a tour of the vegetable garden and the flower garden and just show you the things that I love. So join me along the way. I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for being here.